The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on Sunday Night Primetime. Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Deputy! Cougar 19!
They'll run. It's the man from Virginia Tech, Facial Tootin. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, here we go! 6 the Eagles, 6 Panther 11, Panther 11!
Throwing now from the gun. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play for Jacksonville. 31 yards.
From the 6.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Ready? Hook, take man!
In motion comes Thomas. He'll send the receiver in motion to the left.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70!
Back to throw. Forced out wide. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
Really nice job defensively. They were all over that from the jump. Initially, I thought he was going to break away and pick up something positive, but at the end of it all, he ended up going backwards.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Ready?
They'll look to throw. Set up the screen here for Tootin. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down. That screen goes for 12. And that's a 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger, go!
It's a toss out wide for Tootin. It's going to be a pickup of 4 and get him down to the 12-yard line.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Go!
He'll drop to throw. This one is hauled in on the feet in bounds. Yes! Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
For the Jaguars.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Smith to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
They'll
try to get the running game going. His first carry. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and
2.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. A gain there of 16 yards. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
What a run! He brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line. They get 22 yards there. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big hit.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Second and 11. Up the middle they go. And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
He'll look to throw. It is brought in the end zone.
defense, it's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
Okay, ready?
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Reno, ready?
They'll run. It's Tootin. They bring him down to 9 till he gets the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter.
6-yard line. A gain of 9.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. All even on the scoreboard. We'll have more from Tampa after this. The Jaguars with the ball as quarter number 2 begins. They've got it 2nd and 1 coming up. Up the middle, here is Tootin. Trying to get to that pylon, not there, but very close. They'll mark him out at the 1. A big play for Jacksonville. 45 yards.
1st and goal, Jacksonville.
So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal.
Go! Set up! Cowboy!
Tootin. And looked like he might have had a lane, but the defense closed quickly. He did not get in. 2nd down. Now the Bucs will take their 1st timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Viking 18. Ready?
Now this time they'll... Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
You work all week on these goal-to-go situations. You gotta have it. You've gotta take advantage when you're down this close, and not exactly an ideal sequence. Run game stuff. Then you go to the air, and your protection can't hold up. Now you've got to try to find something here on 3rd and goal, and what was once a promising drive could end up being a bit of a letdown.
Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got it at the 3.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
14. Buccaneers 7.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Still on the move. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
That's just a lack of contain here by the kickoff team. You have to at least be able to slow him down. But he's able to get a good head of steam going up that right side. And he's finally forced out of bounds, but not until he gets to the other side of midfield.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
2nd and 10. A run here with Johnson. And he's followed up after a gain of a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
3rd, they need 8.
Let's go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Come on. Set. 18 card, liking, 18.
On the ground, it's Tootin to start the drive. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
Down at the 42-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Set. Ready, ready.
Right back to Tootin. field to the 45. And he will score. Facial Tilton. Touchdown, Jaguars. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The kick is good. Makes the score Jaguars 21, Buccaneers 10. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll let one go down the middle. And he will take this one in. 75 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He knocks it through. And the Buccaneers are back within 4. It's 21-17.
21. Buccaneers 17.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now, faking the give. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That is hot. And he's going to take this one all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they try to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At the 47-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. Third and a long way to go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Out of the gun, he'll throw, and that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Panther 60, Panther 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 19 Lions. Cup 19, Cup 19. Check Bobcat, check Bobcat.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. Got his man. It's complete to Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30.
Okay, break.
Here's 1st and 10.
Go.
They'll look to throw again. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
He brings this to about the 26-yard line. Jacob Harris in there for the stop.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Ready,
Have to
break.
get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Let's go.
And that is incomplete.
And the best offense on third downs, Mike, is to be really good on 1st and 2nd down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down.
18 Cardinal. Amen, amen.
They'll throw out of the gun. That's taken in. And he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
Say what you want about this group, Mike, but they certainly aren't scared. I mean, not only to go for it on 4th down, but the quarterback decides to throw that ball into double coverage and somehow still resulted in them being able to extend this drive. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Ready. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now, toss, left side, that's 2. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it first and goal. Here's a run. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all. Second and goal.
Leads to second and goal. At the Bucs
Mustang 19.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked by Benjamin Morrison. Into space. He's to the 40. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Their own 34-yard line.
Tag. Cowboys.
There. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So they try to throw a little bit of curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They were prepared for it. And they held it to a modest game.
From the 35, here's second and 9.
Roll. Ready.
On the ground, it's Johnson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. First and 10.
First and 10 to the 46-yard line.
Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama.
Always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
This drive begins with a run by Cheaton. Inside the 30. And he will score. Facial Cheaton. Touchdown, Jaguars. That his second touchdown tonight. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
The kickoff for the Jaguars.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Broncos. Let's go. Let's go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
At the 35.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Back to the air once more on second down. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 31 yards.
Viking 18. Gridiron.
Here's Johnson. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Number 33. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
From the 29, here's second down and 5. Now give on the ground. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. They'll look to pick this up, third and a yard. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by about a yard. They're able to convert on third and 2. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll run on second down. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Tampa. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
They'll line it up to kick the extra point. His kick is good, and the Buccaneers have cut the deficit to 5. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. to the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. The Eagles! The Eagles!
The RPO, that one is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
A gain of 29.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down. I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now it's going to bring up third and real long.
Come on, come on. Let's Cougar 19. Tight, 19 tight. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Throwing now on third and long. Oh, what a throw. Swinging it across his body and complete. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Here we go, set. Hook.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
From the 1, second and goal.
Ready? Panther 60.
They'll look to throw yet again. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Jaguars 42, Buccaneers 30.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
At their own 37-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Now a shot here, deep middle. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Back to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and
long. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Hurt. Hurt. Right there. Right there. Hurt. Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. Push that. The ball comes out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
After these kind of plays, Mike, you just wish the sideline was a mile away, because you know when you get there, you are going to catch an earful. They stress all week, ball carriers. We have to protect the ball. In this case, it doesn't result in a turnover, but the lost yardage now brings up 4th down. These are drive killers.
60 by 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. He's got it! And he's going to have the Jaguars 1st down. They convert in style there. Big play on 4th and long.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
A run on 1st and goal. And he will score again. Facial Tootin. Touchdown, Jaguars. That is 3 touchdowns in this one, and he's up to 11 on the season. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the 2nd half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready? Here we go. Set. 18 cards.
get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
18 rattlers. Ready, set go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Play is stopped. We have an injury to one of the Jaguars. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's a 3rd and 10. Hill looks to throw. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Let's go.
To the air now on 1st and 10. His throw left side is complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Jacksonville.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical 3rd down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. Rolling to the left. This is caught 2. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. His 4th TD grab of the season. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Jaguars 56, Buccaneers 30. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
22-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender, bodied his man up, wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
This one complete, right side. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
70
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Buffalo 18. 70 Rangers. Ready.
Back to the air one more time. Checking it down. This one is caught. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
Come on, go!
They'll look to throw again. He'll get this out to his running back. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
Ready.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him. The former first overall pick in 2022, Trayvon Walker, in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9. So pushed back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal.
60, chop 60. Ready.
A float behind his man, can't reel it back in. And now go down as an incompletion.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That is caught by the tight end. Put down Buccaneers. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. This will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. And give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2.
Will set up for a 2-point conversion.
Escaping to his left, and he'll get into the end zone. Doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion.
38.
There was no hesitation from this offense. Immediately after they scored that touchdown, the entire sideline was holding up 2 fingers. They knew exactly what play they wanted. They felt great about it coming into the game, and clearly the right choice.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
On first down, they'll go with 2. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Viking 18. Hawk 70. 79 Broncos. Ready, right?
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Forced out left. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Now a 3rd and 2. They'll look to pick it up with Tootin. The Buccaneers forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come. As 4th down is looming.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
Ready. Get up. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Throwing now from the gun. Now he'll work his way out right. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's caught! And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Go! Panther 60, Panther 60. Let go.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it is a win for our visitors, the Jaguars. They bounced back from the loss last week. Going to put in a determined effort and will come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.